There are moments in a woman's life when she stands in front of the mirror and sees more of her fears than her face. Moments when she whispers to herself, "Why can't I be stronger? Why can't I be enough?" And somewhere between the weight of expectations, the silence of self-doubt, and the echoes of past wounds, she forgets the power she carries. But this is not a story about breaking. This is the story of remembering. Because confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you rise into. One choice, one breath, one brave moment at a time. Confidence matters because too many women walk through life carrying invisible battles. Comparison, pressure, trauma, rejection, the lingering voices telling them they are too much or not enough. This message is for the woman who has been dimming her light, for the woman who learned to be small, for the woman who apologizes before she speaks. This is for the woman who's tired of living as a watered-down version of herself, because somewhere inside you there is a fire that has been waiting to burn, and it's time. Confidence isn't a loud voice or a perfect posture. It begins quietly. The moment a woman decides she is done shrinking. I want you to imagine a young woman sitting alone at the edge of her bed. Her room is dim, the world feels heavy, and her heart has carried years of unspoken doubt. She remembers the first time someone told her she wasn't pretty enough, talented enough, desirable enough. She remembers the laughter when she tried something new, the whispers behind her back, the disappointment in her own reflection. She learned to hide, to blend in, to survive instead of shine. But one day, one ordinary morning, she wakes up and realizes the cage she is in has no lock. The door was always open. She stands, she steps, she chooses herself. And that is where confidence begins, not in perfection, not in applause, but in the quiet rebellion of choosing to believe that you are worth more than your fears. Confidence is built in the small moments, when you speak even though your voice shakes, when you walk into the room even though your knees tremble, when you try again even though you've been bruised by failure. It is not the absence of fear, it is the decision that fear will not own you. The world teaches women that confidence comes from beauty, validation, or success, but the truth is far deeper, far quieter, far more powerful. Confidence is rooted in self-respect, in the way you talk to yourself when you're alone, in the boundaries you set when the world asks you to give more than you have, in the way you rise after being underestimated, overlooked, or broken open by life. Confidence grows every time you choose alignment over approval, every time you choose your truth over someone else's comfort, every time you choose to stand tall even when your past tries to pull you back into old versions of yourself. And here's the cinematic shift. You don't become confident by becoming someone new. You become confident by returning to who you've always been, before the world convinced you to doubt her. There comes a moment in every woman's life when she realizes that no one is coming to hand her confidence. No one is arriving with permission. No one is showing up to crown her worthy. The truth hits. It was always her job, her courage, her voice, her life. This realization may feel heavy, but it is the most liberating moment she will ever experience, because once a woman understands that confidence is something she builds from within, piece by piece, truth by truth, nothing and no one can take it away from her. She becomes unstoppable, not because she is fearless, but because she walked through fear and kept moving. She becomes powerful not because she never falls, but because she refuses to stay down. And in that moment, she becomes the woman she needed when she was younger. So to the woman watching this, you are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to exist loudly. You are allowed to become everything you once believed you couldn't. Confidence is not built in a day. It is built in every decision to honor yourself. And if no one has told you lately, let this be your reminder. You are powerful beyond measure, resilient beyond belief, capable beyond imagination. You are enough, not because someone says you are, but because you exist. So step out of the shadows, lift your head, take a breath, and walk into the world like the woman you were always meant to be. Because confidence isn't something you find, it's something you choose. And today, you choose you.